Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on 10 games in Fanatical's Prestige Collection of February 2024 to help you in picking your 7 games. By using the link provided in the description below, not only will you gain access to this bundle, but you also have the opportunity to support this channel. Your support would mean the world to me, and I genuinely appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have River City Girls 2. An action-packed beat-em-up game that builds upon its predecessor with improvements and additions. The game offers enhanced combat, cross-platform play, and an outstanding soundtrack. In the game, you play as Kyoko and Misako, who are thrown out of Neketsu High School and must relearn their martial arts skills to take on the goons working for the Yakuza. River City Girls 2 introduces 4 playable characters from the start, including stars of the original Kunio-kun and River City titles. The game features a larger world to explore, with branching routes and side missions that add depth and replayability. The combat mechanics have been expanded with fighting game-like elements, such as parries and launchers, allowing for more combo options and satisfying battles. River City Girls 2 features cross-platform play, which enables cooperative gameplay between players on different platforms. The game supports 4-player local co-op and 2-player online co-op, making it a great experience to enjoy with friends. The addition of online co-op is a welcome improvement over the first game. The game's visuals retain the pixel art style and manga-inspired cutscenes of its predecessor, accompanied by a terrific soundtrack that perfectly complements the action. The music, composed by Megan McDuffie, blends rock and electropop elements, and is incredibly catchy. While River City Girls 2 offers an excellent gameplay experience, it does have some flaws, such as annoying backtracking and a lack of a minimap, which make navigating and progression a bit cumbersome. However, these issues are minor compared to the overall enjoyment the game provides. In summary, River City Girls 2 is a well-designed follow-up that improves upon its predecessor in nearly every way. With its hard-hitting action, unlockable moves, cool animation, and fantastic soundtrack, it offers a fun and engaging beat-em-up experience that will appeal to both fans of the original game and newcomers to the genre. At number 2 we have Deadlink, a fusion of first-person shooter games with roguelike elements. You are the first ever recruit into the experimental Deadlink project for the corporate security agency. Not wanting to go through the courts that will cost them millions, the agency took it upon themselves to send you to thwart the schemes of the most powerful corporations in the world, with good old murder. Rather than controlling a human, you're nearly linked to empty combat shells. If your combat shell gets destroyed, the connection is lost and all that remains is the tokens or credits that you have collected. The game features brutal and hectic gameplay that makes it hard to put down. The more you progress, the bigger your weapons become and the more rewarding the game will be. Of course, this is at the cost of your enemies becoming increasingly more powerful and more aggressive. You have access to permanent and temporary upgrades, with permanent upgrades giving you a boost of strength, resilience, and speed, while temporary upgrades only being available while you're linked to the shell. The world is also procedurally generated, making each playthrough unique. You can also manipulate your surroundings, allowing you to jump to extreme heights, blow up explosives, and get an advantage. You can unlock classes that come with different strengths and weaknesses that will also change the way you play the game. Unique challenges become available to you as you play the game to improve your loot and make each playthrough worthwhile. Deadlink is tough, enjoyable, and addictive, and at the same time feels wonderfully casual. This game is great for those who are into heart-thumping, fast-paced action roguelike games. At number 3 we have The Mortuary Assistant, a horror game that puts you in the shoes of a mortuary assistant working in a funeral home. The game's story follows your character as they begin to uncover dark secrets about the mortuary and the people who have been brought there. As you delve deeper into the story, you realize that something sinister is going on, and it's up to you to uncover the truth before it's too late. The gameplay in The Mortuary Assistant is a mix of exploration, puzzle solving, and survival horror. You'll need to explore the mortuary and surrounding areas to uncover clues and solve puzzles that will help you progress through the game. The puzzles are challenging and require a bit of critical thinking, but they're also rewarding once you figure them out. The horror in The Mortuary Assistant is intense and is sure to keep you on edge throughout the game. The game's atmosphere is dark and eerie, with flickering lights and creaking doors that add to the overall sense of dread. The game's sound design is also great, with eerie noises and haunting music adding to the overall sense of horror. One of the unique features of The Mortuary Assistant is the ability to interact with the bodies of the deceased. As a Mortuary Assistant, your job is to prepare bodies for funerals, and you'll need to do this in the game as well. This adds an extra layer of horror to the game, as you never know what you'll find when preparing a body. The game also features a stealth mechanic, where you'll need to avoid being caught by the game's antagonists. The game's enemies are terrifying and add to the overall sense of horror, as you never know when they'll show up. The Mortuary Assistant is a game that relies heavily on its story to keep players engaged. The game's story is dark and twisted, with themes of murder and supernatural entities. The game's characters are also well developed, with each one having their own motivations and backstory that adds to the overall narrative of the game. Overall, the Mortuary Assistant is a terrifying game that keeps you on edge throughout. The game's focus on exploration, puzzle solving, and survival horror combined with the intense horror make for a truly immersive experience. The game's unique feature of interacting with the deceased adds an extra layer of horror, and the game's story is engaging and will keep you hooked until the very end. If you're a fan of horror games and are looking for a game that will keep you on the edge of your seat, the Mortuary Assistant is definitely worth a playthrough. That is, if you don't die of fear first. And number 4 we have Let's School, a captivating school management simulation set in a rural town. As the headmaster, you take charge of a dilapidated educational institution, aiming to transform it into a center of excellence. Your responsibilities include attracting students, hiring staff, creating courses, managing finances, and maintaining discipline. The game's aesthetic, reminiscent of a high school art class, distinguishes it with warm autumn tones and pastel shades, offering a relaxed atmosphere. Similar to Sega's Two Point Campus, Let's School introduces its own unique approach, steering away from cartoonish elements. Despite a few rough edges in animation and repetitive character dialogue, the game engages players in a balanced mix of building construction, staff management, and research. Constructing and upgrading the school plays a central role, with familiar controls facilitating the process. Micromanagement extends to student and staff needs, with nuanced choices impacting the overall school environment. While there are minor limitations in certain aspects, such as limited choices in furnishings and predictable student behavior, the game introduces entertaining elements like field trips and end-of-the-year pep talks. Let's School stands out as a functional management sim, with occasional moments of brilliance, offering a solid B-grade experience. Despite some areas needing refinement, the game's charming aesthetic and engaging gameplay make it a worthwhile, relaxing sandbox management adventure. The potential for improvement suggests there is some after-school tutelage. Let's School could excel further. And number 5 we have MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, a game where you step into the world of giant robot combat in a revered franchise. Developed by Piranha Games, this game honors the 30-year legacy of MechWarrior, delivering an exhilarating experience of piloting massive mechs. Mechs unleash devastation, demolishing buildings and engaging in explosive battles. While it retains the essence of MechWarrior, the game embraces a contemporary aesthetic and modern mech designs that breathe new life into the franchise. One notable addition is the inclusion of cooperative gameplay, allowing you and your friends to join forces in both the campaign and skirmishes. This co-op mode is stable and strategically rich, enhancing the overall experience. The game revolves around managing a company of mercenary mech pilots, immersing you in a campaign that reflects the themes of scarcity and technological regression. You must make tough decisions about rearming and repairing your mechs, balancing budget constraints. The campaign map serves as a backdrop for a compelling loop of traveling to conflict zones, selecting missions, battling foes, and then rearming and repairing before the next mission. Diving into missions feels exhilarating as you control a lance of mechs, experiencing the startup sequence and the thrill of combat. MechWarrior 5 excels in creating a physicality within the battles, where terrain and mech movements are crucial for success. Customizing mechs and hunting for rare tech items adds depth and enjoyment to the game. However, the AI, both allies and enemies, can be comically inept when navigating the terrain. While the missions have some repetitions, the procedurally generated battlefields keep them fresh. Unfortunately, MechWarrior 5 falters in terms of storytelling and character development. The narrative lacks depth, featuring forgettable characters and a generic revenge plot. The writing and dialogue are subpar, and the voice acting struggles to breathe life into the poorly crafted dialogue. Despite these narrative shortcomings, MechWarrior 5 excels as a mech combat simulator. The gameplay takes center stage, offering a rich and engaging experience. If you're seeking a mech smashing simulator, MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries delivers a thrilling adventure into the world of giant robots. And number 6 we have The Bridge Curse, Road to Salvation. Departing from the traditional fixed camera angles and resource management, this game thrusts you into a spine-chilling adventure filled with hide-and-seek mechanics and grotesque horrors. Set in the eerie halls of Tunghu University, The Bridge Curse draws inspiration from a Taiwanese urban legend, weaving a narrative of friends entangled in a nightmarish ordeal. Amid stiff dialogues and occasional grammatical errors, the story unfolds as you alternate between characters, facing off against a vengeful spirit with a thirst for blood. The gameplay oscillates between intense hide-and-seek sequences, pseudo-visual novel interactions, and puzzle-solving elements. While the conversations often veer from formal to absurdly casual, the hide-and-seek segments shine as the game's strongest suit, reminiscent of the Outlast series. The grotesque adversaries, each of their own unsettling movements, add layers of tension and dread to the experience. Visually, the Bridge Curse excels, immersing you in lifelike environments, teeming of eerie ambiance. Despite occasional glitches and localization issues, the game's aesthetics captivate, enhancing the sense of foreboding that permeates every corner of the university campus. However, the game's reliance on repetitive tasks and sparse interactivity leaves much to be desired. While the absence of jump scares lends to a subtle eeriness to the atmosphere, a heavier focus on horror elements would have elevated the experience. Bridge Curse: Road to Salvation stands as one of the better indie horror games of recent years. With exceptional visuals, a decent narrative, and genuine moments of terror, it offers a chilling journey for horror enthusiasts willing to brave its dark corridors. At number 7 we have Inkulinati, a delightful turn-based strategy adventure game set within the whimsical world of medieval manuscripts. Released on February 2024, this game has garnered praise for its charming art style, unique gameplay mechanics, and strategic depth. Drawing inspiration from colorful medieval illustrations, Inkulinati brings history to life with its vibrant characters and humorous settings. From sword-wielding rabbits to human-eating snails, the game's art design captures the essence of medieval lore, creating an immersive and visually appealing experience. At its core, Inkulinati offers a strategic challenge that balances playfulness with depth. As a medieval scribe, you'll master the art of the living ink to summon an army of beasts onto the battlefield. With each beast possessing unique abilities, you'll craft diverse strategies to outmaneuver your opponents in turn-based combat. In the single-player journey mode, you'll embark on a quest to save your master from death, facing off against medieval superstars like Hildegard and Dante Alighieri. The progression system allows you to unlock new beasts, talents, and hand actions, providing a sense of accomplishment and growth. While the single-player experience shines, Inkulinati also offers multiplayer showdowns in duel mode. Challenge friends or engage in local PvP battles for added excitement. However, the absence of online matchmaking is noted as a missed opportunity. Inkulinati stands as a testament to indie game development, blending history, humor, and strategy into a captivating gaming experience. Whether you're a seasoned strategist or a newcomer, Inkulinati invites players of all skill levels to embark on an unforgettable journey through the pages of medieval manuscripts. At number 8 we have Let's Build a Zoo, an absorbing tycoon game that revels in chaos, offering a quirky journey into the world of zoo management. This game combines gorgeous pixel art with simulation aspects, presenting players with a unique blend of business management and moral exploration. As the manager of a new zoo, you're given the freedom to shape the land and populate it with animals acquired through rescues or trades. The goal? To keep both visitors and animals happy while raking in profits. What distinguishes Let's Build a Zoo is its embrace of chaos, reflecting the unpredictable nature of managing a real zoo. The game excels in how its systems interact, offering players minute control over park details, from the ingredients in concessions to the animals' well-being. Every decision has consequences, creating a dynamic and immersive experience akin to a giant version of the Mousetrap board game. The morality system is a highlight. It presents players with critical choices that impact the zoo's trajectory. Whether to prioritize short-term gains or long-term sustainability adds depth to the gameplay, challenging players to balance profit with ethical considerations. Furthermore, the game introduces gene splicing mechanics, allowing players to create fantastical animal hybrids. This adds an extra layer of diversity to the gameplay, keeping it fresh and engaging. Despite some menu navigation issues, Let's Build a Zoo offers a deeply absorbing experience with enough uniqueness to stand out in its genre. Whether you're a seasoned tycoon game enthusiast or a newcomer, this game promises hours of entertaining gameplay and thought-provoking decisions. Even those skeptical of the genre may find themselves pleasantly surprised by its charm and depth. At number 9 we have Descenders. Descenders delivers breakneck speed and procedurally generated mayhem in a visually stunning package. This game immerses you in the exhilarating world of downhill mountain biking, offering an experience that is both thrilling and challenging. From the lush forests to the towering peaks, the landscapes in Descenders are rendered with exquisite attention to detail, showcasing the developer's mastery of visual design. However, beneath its breathtaking scenery lies a core gameplay mechanic that is both simple and pure, riding bikes down hills at high speeds, performing stunts, and navigating treacherous terrain. The game's randomized levels add a unique twist to each run, ensuring that no two experiences are the same. Whether you're tackling the grassy fields of the highlands or navigating the twisted bridges of the forest, each world presents its own set of challenges and obstacles to overcome. However, Descender stumbles in its attempt to craft a cohesive experience around its core mechanic. The procedural generation of levels prevents players from truly mastering the tracks, leading to frustrating wipeouts and missed opportunities to learn from mistakes. Additionally, the game's punishing design, with significant penalties for crashes and limited opportunities to gain reputation points, adds an extra layer of challenge that may deter some players. Despite these flaws, Descenders excels in delivering a thrilling and adrenaline-fueled experience. Tight controls and slick presentation keep players engaged, even in the face of frustration. If you're willing to overlook its shortcomings, Descenders offers a unique and exhilarating ride through the world of extreme sports. Just be prepared to hold on tight, and watch out for those wipeouts. And number 10 we have BLACKTAIL, a captivating journey through a dark fairy tale world, blending survival elements with magical storytelling. As Yaga, a young witch on a quest to find her lost sister, you navigate a lush open world teeming with hidden secrets, deadly dangers, and enigmatic characters inspired by Scandinavian folklore. The game's visuals are stunning, immersing you in a majestic yet macabre environment filled with sparkling rivers, foreboding swamps, and towering skeletal rabbit statues. Each locale is intricately detailed, contributing to the game's rich narrative and immersive atmosphere. BLACKTAIL introduces light survival mechanics, such as hunting for meat, gathering resources, and crafting arrows and antidotes. Every item you collect serves a purpose, whether for crafting or enhancing Yaga's abilities at the Cauldron. The Cauldron serves as a focal point for unlocking and upgrading skills, requiring you to mix various ingredients to progress. Despite its captivating narrative and inventive world building, BLACKTAIL suffers from clunky combat mechanics. While functional, the combat can feel cumbersome, especially during intense encounters where agile movement is crucial. The dodge mechanic, while fast, lacks fluidity, leading to moments of frustration when facing relentless enemies. Additionally, the game can benefit from clearer explanations of its systems, particularly regarding leveling and progression. Some players may find themselves confused or overwhelmed by the intricacies of the gameplay mechanics. BLACKTAIL delivers a visually stunning and narratively compelling experience, albeit with some flaws in its combat and system explanations. Despite these shortcomings, it offers an enjoyable journey through a dark and enchanting fairy tale world, filled with charm, mystery, and peril. If you're willing to overlook its rough edges, BLACKTAIL promises a captivating adventure worth embarking on. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle offers an impressive selection of top-tier games, including recent releases like Terraformers, Deadlink, Let's School, Abyss, and a 2024 title, Inkulinati, which released about a month ago. Despite its slightly higher price point compared to other bundles, the quality and freshness of these games make it a worthwhile investment. In any case, kindly show your support by liking and subscribing to the channel, and I look forward to connecting with you in the upcoming video.